Hey, what's up guys? Matt here with Fix Anything Save Money. Today we're going to be showing you how to read a tape measure in inches. So this is going to be a great video for anyone who's just getting into trades, just getting into carpentry or plumbing or anything where you're going to need to read a tape measure and you don't know how to, or you're a little nervous, you haven't brushed up on how to read one in a while, and you're nervous that your foreman or your boss or whoever is going to be reading out measurements to you and you're going to be stumbling and kind of look stupid. So hopefully this video is going to help you with that, and it's also going to help the average homeowner DIY guy that just wants to brush up or has no idea how to read it. And this is really the first step in doing anything on your own. You want to learn how to read a tape measure, you want to know what you're doing so you can make accurate cuts or take accurate measurements. So that being said, we'll jump right into it. So here you can see we have our tape. This is a Stanley FatMax tape. I'll throw a link in the description on where you could buy this tape measure. I highly recommend this tape. It's just high quality, durable tape, and it reads down to the 16th, which we'll get into in a minute. So really, I'm gonna just kind of assume that anyone watching this knows nothing about tape measures. They've never looked at one, or they might have looked at one but didn't really know how to read it. So we'll just start off by saying what this tape measure does is it takes a foot and it divides it into 12 pieces. And those 12 pieces are called inches. So there's another type of tape measure in the US that some people use, not many. It's like surveyors and engineers use it, and that's called tenths. And what that does is it takes a foot, the same unit of measurement, but it breaks it up into 10 pieces called tenths. So a tenth would be longer, bigger than an inch. But for this video, we're going to be going through inches. This is what 99% of people use. If you go to the hardware store or wherever and you're looking at tape measures, 99% of them are going to be in inches. So that's what this video is going to cover. But that being said, be sure to check out my channel, subscribe to it. I do have a video up that goes through the differences in inches and tenths, and it shows you the two different types of tape measures. And then it also shows you how to read each one and how to convert between each one. So that's that. But yeah, let's get right into how to read a tape measure in inches. So you can see, like I said, we have our foot and we break it up into 12 pieces. And then this tape measure, why I like this one, is it continues on with the numbers all the way up, but it also gives you these numbers in red where it starts over. So it would be 1 foot 1 inch, or 13 inches, 1 foot 2 inches, or 14 inches. Some people say different measurements depending on, your foreman might measure something, ask you to cut it, and he's measuring out, let's say 20 inches, and he says, hey, so-and-so cut me a piece of wood 20 inches. So that's where this tape measure comes in handy, because you could just pull out, you don't have to do any thinking, it just says 20, you cut it there, you're done. But then it also, if someone calls out a 1 foot 3 inches, you have this up here in red. Now you might also be wondering why this 16 is highlighted in red, and that's just because this is a common number in carpentry and framing. Studs in your house are typically 16 inches on center, so this is just highlighted in this because it's just a common measurement. So now we'll get into how to break down this inch further for more detailed measurements. Say your boss calls out a measurement and he wants it 11 inches, 11 and 1/8 inch. So this would be your 11, and then your 1/8 would be 2 tick marks. So to kind of explain that better, we're going to go up to this little chart I made. This is just takes an inch and I just made it a lot bigger so you could see. So you could see, since we're breaking the inch down into 16ths, we have 16 marks, and then I'm going to go through what each one is. So your first mark would be 1/16, and then you could count right through. 16/16 is 1 inch. So this next tick mark right here would be 2/16. But what we do when we speak in fractions when it comes to tape measures is we reduce that fraction. So 2/16 reduces down to 1/8. So this would be 1/8 of an inch. And then we keep on counting. 3/16 doesn't reduce, so we just call that 3/16. 4/16 reduces down to 1/4. And this might be jogging some people's memory from high school math, reducing fractions. So then counting up, we have 5/16. That does not reduce, so we just call it 5/16 of an inch. Then we have 6/16, which reduces down to 3/8. Then we have 7/16. Again, that doesn't reduce. 8/16 reduces down to a 1/2 inch. 9/16 does not reduce. 10/16 reduces down to 5/8. 11/16 does not reduce. 12/16, that reduces down to 3/4, so we call that 3/4 of an inch. Then we have 13/16. Then we have 14/16, which reduces down to 7/8. 15/16, which does not reduce. And then we have 16/16, which is our 1 inch. So that's kind of how, when you're on a job site, no one's going to say, hey, give me a measurement of, 8/16. They're going to call it a 1/2 inch. So you want to know all these reducing numbers, because that's what everyone's going to be saying. And that if you're calling out a measurement, you're going to want to be calling it out using these reduced measurements, with the exception of the ones that don't reduce on the bottom here. So what I suggest is, before you start a project, before you get on a job, before anything, just practice taking down measurements, and just call out a measurement in your head. Say you want 15 3/4, 15 3/4 inches. So what we're going to do is take your time and just go to 15. There's your 15 inches. And then you know that the middle one is your 1/2. That's a good way to start. And then you want to go to 3/4 of an inch, which would be right here. That would be 15 3/4. So that's what I recommend. Just take your time, practice a bunch, make up random measurements that you could find on the tape, and then you're going to find out that pretty quickly you've got the hang of it, and you're feeling confident and comfortable. And just always, like they say, measure twice, cut once. You always want to just be sure that you're reading the tape correctly, that you're taking your measurements, making your cuts correctly. So yeah, guys, as you can see, there's not a whole lot to it. It's just reducing fractions, and then knowing which tick marks is which. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But if you guys have any questions at all, be sure to leave them in the comments below. I will reach out with any answers as soon as I can. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Also, be sure to check the link in the description. I'm going to put a link on where you could buy this Stanley 35-foot FatMax tape measure, so you could use the same exact one that you're seeing in this video. So yeah, guys, that pretty much wraps up the video on how to read a tape measure in inches. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.